All right, rule number one. Don't immediately fly off the handle, Gene says, nonchalantly chewing on the end of his cocktail straw. I didn't just haul you out of bed to a cafe at 8 a.m. on a Saturday for nothing. Gene, you've got two options. Spit it out or shut your mouth. Otherwise, this muffin is about to become a casualty of my anxiety, I grumble, wiping a stubborn bit of coffee foam from the tip of my nose, and he gives me a look. You know the one. It's the same look you'd give a cat that somehow managed to trap itself in a shoebox and is now yowling like it's been sentenced to life without parole. Anyway, he starts, your brother Anthony went to see Victoria for a massage. I swear I almost choked on my latte. Now Victoria is my wife, my better half, the 30-year-old reigning queen of essential oils, lavender sachets, and those weird electro-cupping things. She poured 7 years of her life into mastering the art of rubbing people the right way. And well, get this, her current client list is longer than the line for a new iPhone on launch day. And so what? I ask, my mind racing. Did he pull a muscle in his neck? Or did she accidentally rearrange his spine into a question mark? Nah, Gene hesitates, dragging the word out. He said everything was fine, maybe a little too fine, like she was laying on the charm a bit thick. Not for a client, but for a man she saw as a walking, talking meal ticket. Okay, Gene, you have exactly 3 seconds to tell me what the hell you're talking about before I introduce my forehead to this table. He lets out a heavy sigh, his gaze drifting out the window for a moment before landing back on me. She was giving him the eye. Man, seriously, he said. She kept catching his gaze, accidentally brushing her chest against his arm and sighing like she was the star of some dramatic soap opera. And then when she found out Anthony owns a chain of restaurants, whoa, it was like a switch flipped. Suddenly, he wasn't just a client. He was the angel investor for her five-star cream and bamboo dreams. I just sat there, frozen. A beat passes. I finally look up, my voice barely a whisper. He didn't know she was my wife, did he? He knew you were married, sure, but he'd never actually seen her. It wasn't until after the session when the receptionist called out her full name that it all clicked into place for him. He called me right after, basically saying, hey, does your buddy's wife have like an investment sixth sense? Because I swear, I signed up for a deep tissue massage. But what I got was, let's just call it a full-blown emotional sales pitch. It did. All right. So let's rewind a bit to give you the prelude to this whole mess. I'm Christopher. I'm 35. My job? I'm an accountant for the city, a number cruncher for pretty much everything. I spend my days in a suit, the color of a dish rag after a long week, living a schedule so predictable it probably bores my alarm clock. But hey, it's honest, it's steady, and it's bribe-free. I live out in the BBS, the kind of place where you know your neighbors by the make of their car, the breed of their dog, and the specific emoji they use to react to things on Facebook. And Victoria? Well, Victoria was like a rare orchid blooming in the middle of our concrete paneled world. She's delicate, gorgeous, always smells faintly of eucalyptus, and talks a big game about chakras and karma. Her ultimate dream was to open her own high-end massage parlor, complete with a trickling fountain and live bamboo shoots. And yeah, she dropped hints. More than hints, really. I just wish someone could give me a little boost, she'd say. You're not my sponsor, Chris. You're more like the treasure of my good intentions. Ouch. I wasn't offended, though. Well, not really. I just doubled down and decided to save up every penny I could. Bonuses, vacation payouts, even the loose change I'd find in the pizza box after a Friday night in. A dream is a powerful motivator, especially when that dream belongs to your woman. Here's the plan, I say to Jean, my voice firm. Tell Anthony to book another session with her, but this time, he needs to lean into it. Flirt back. I have to know for sure. You sure about this, man? He asked, his brow furrowed with concern. Positive, I lied through my teeth. So, D-Day arrives. Anthony strolls into the massage center, flashing that million-dollar smile of his. Meanwhile, I'm parked just around the corner, hunched down in my car like some B-movie spy consumed by a jealous rage. My heart was hammering against my ribs like a drum solo at a rock concert. The plan was simple. If she started laying it on thick, he'd shoot me a quick text. Tick-tock. 25 agonizing minutes crawl by, then my phone buzzes. I shot out of that car like there was a live grenade under the seat. Victoria's office is the second door on the left. I shove it open, and what do I see? There she is, perched right on his lap, on my brother's lap, like some vulgar living footnote to her business proposal. His hands are awkwardly placed on her back. Her head is resting on his shoulder, and her hair is cascading down perfectly, straight out of a shampoo ad. He just sits there, looking like a guilty golden retriever that's just been caught chewing on a brand new shoe. Well, hello there, masseuse. I managed to choke out. She shot off his lap like she'd been hit with a cattle prod, her face instantly turning sheet white. The words came tumbling out of her mouth in a frantic torrent, like a sportscaster calling the final seconds of a horse race. Chris, oh my God, this is a total misunderstanding. It's not what it looks like. I was just, he's an investor. An investor? I cut her off, my voice cold as ice. I guess you figured his lap was a better place to secure funding than my savings account. She was speechless. Listen, I continued, the words spilling out now. I supported you. I supported you even when you practiced that insane cupping massage on me, leaving my back looking like a pepperoni pizza and forcing me to sleep standing up for a week. I've been scrimping and saving every dime for your damn salon. I believed in you, and you decided some other guy's back was a better business plan. She tried to form a defense, to spin some story, but it was already over. Just then, the receptionist poked her head out from the hallway, a curious look on her face. And that, my friends, is when the parade of truth officially began. Chris, you know you're not the first one, the receptionist said. Her tone is casual, as if she were commenting on the weather. She used to talk about her clients all the time, trying to figure out who was rich, who was single. She's literally got a flowchart of potential suitors in her notebook. Well, that was that. A divorce followed. She didn't contest it or ask for a thing in court. I guess she wasn't too keen on advertising her unique system of physical and financial client support. And yeah, it hurt like hell. For the first 2 weeks, my diet consisted of rum and coke, and my soundtrack was a sad rotation of 90s pop ballads. But slowly I started to breathe again. Then I started to live again. And eventually I even started to laugh again. Now it's a running joke with my buddies. You really want to know what a person is made of? I'll say, just give them two things, a little bit of money or a massage appointment with a passionate professional. I haven't given up on women, not at all. But now, if someone tells me their life's calling is to unlock the body's hidden energy channels, you better believe I'm discreetly checking their handbag for a calculator and a loan application. But seriously, though, dreams are important. Of course they are. But if someone is willing to sell themselves off piece by piece to get what they want, maybe that's not a dream at all. Maybe it's just a desperate thirst to be anyone but who they are. So, what's the finale? I'm living, I'm breathing, and I found a wonderful girl whose massage skills are reserved exclusively for her cat, free of charge. And Victoria, get this. I saw her on a poster the other day. Master speaker at the Unlocking Your Love Energy training seminar. No, I'm not kidding. And to think our friends and wives actually go to so-called experts like her. I don't think I need to explain what kind of love energy she's qualified to teach. Do you?